Personal Reflection of Sick by Eric Scott, Riley McDonald, Julian Palvarento, and Janisha Fort.
Shel Silverstein is a well-known American writer, songwriter, screenist, and cartoonist. He is mainly known for his poems and the comedy that they contain. Silverstein's work has been translated in 30 different languages and more than 20 million copies has been sold. Sick was written in 1970 in a book full of Silverstein's poems named Where the Sidewalk Ends. Sick is a witty and comedic poem and is very fun to read.
Sick by Shel Silverstein. I cannot go to school today, said little Peggy Ann McKay. I have the measles and the mumps, a gash, a rash, and purple bumps. My mouth is wet, my throat is dry. I'm going blind in my right eye. My tonsils are as big as rocks. I've counted 16 chicken pox. And there's one more, that's 17. And don't you think my face looks green? My leg is cut, my eyes are blue. It might be an asthmatic flu. I cough and sneeze and gasp and choke. I'm sure that my left leg is broke. My hip hurts when I move my chin. My belly button's caving in. My back is wrenched. My ankle's sprained. My appendix pain each time it rains. My nose is cold. My toes are numb. I have a silver in my thumb. My neck is stiff. My voice is weak. I hardly whisper when I speak. My tongue is filling up my mouth. I think my hair is falling out. My elbow's bent. My spine ain't straight. My temperature is 108. My brain is shrunk. I cannot hear. There is a hole inside my ear. I have a hangnail in my heart is... What? What's that? What's that you say? You say today is Saturday? Oh, goodbye. I'm going out to play.
The poem Sick by Shel Silverstein is about a young girl named Peggy Ann McKay who tells fibs to avoid going to school that day, just because she doesn't want to go. The girl in the poem comes up with a variety of reasons on why she's too sick to attend school that day. The theme in the poem is that lying will not get you anywhere that you want to be. The poem is similar to The Boy Who Cried Wolf because if the child continues to be too sick for school, eventually when the child really is too sick, the parents won't want to hear it or believe it. A simile that I came across was, my tonsils are as big as rocks. The literal meaning to that line is that the child's tonsils are swollen. A hyperbole that I came across in the poem was, my tongue is filling up my mouth. The literal meaning to that line is just that the child's tongue feels swollen, but she exaggerated, saying it fills her entire mouth. The rhyme scheme that I came across was, my neck is stiff, my spine is weak, I hardly whisper when I speak.
In the song Radioactive, Imagine Dragons says, I wipe my brow and I sweat my rust. To me, he is saying rust is inside of him, and now he's sweating it out, or he was asleep for a long time, and like metal, rust if it sits in one place for a while. Either way, it is physically not possible to sweat out rust, because rust is not inside of us, referring to when Silverstein says, my brain is shrunk, I cannot hear. Radioactive is very dramatic, and so is this poem. No one can sweat rust, be radioactive, and no one's brain can shrink.
In the discussion of the importance of the poem Sick, the group members all came up to a conclusion that it all related to us as we were children. We were all trying to get out of school as much as we can, acting sick as if other things were important.